Hey guys, it is Nina Soul with Spiritual Vibes and the Soul Sisters. So, I am doing this live video because I wanted to quick do a video to show the new custom items I had created before I go ahead and get them ready for shipping. I just wanted to, you guys already know I like to make these quick videos. I say quick, but I like to make these videos. Hi, Missy. I like to make these videos before I send items out so that the people and the clients who receive these items will be able to watch these videos, replay them when they get their item, and get a better idea of what's all included or how they were made. I like to give some brief information, especially because it helps you guys out there who are interested in um, getting a custom piece for yourself made, and you can get an idea. Hi, Lily. Um, you can get an idea of some of the items I create, some of the things that I work with, some of the energies I work with. Sis, you're watching from the next room. Yeah, so I went ahead and my clients had asked me if I could please make them a frog talisman, which you guys had seen in a past video. I believe I did a past video of a frog talisman. Each one is going to look completely different. But this is one that I created for a client of mine who was needing to protect herself from negative energy. So this is so you can kind of see. Sorry, you guys, the lighting might not be too great in here. Hold on. Let's see. Bring this forward a little bit. My bad. All right. Okay, that might help a little bit more. So this is the frog talisman that I created. This talisman, I jammed this baby up with as many ingredients as I could. Not the same of one thing, but just a little of this, a little of that, a little of this, a little of that, because this client was needing, she's needing protection from negative thoughts, negative, just people saying things about her, talking about her or spreading rumors or things like that, things that she was dealing with in a place where she shouldn't be dealing with stuff like that. When you're at work, you're at your job, you shouldn't have to deal with people like that. So I went ahead and I put some black tourmaline in there. So there is some black tourmaline. Black tourmaline is the back to sender stone. So blurry, I don't know why. So black tourmaline is the back to sender stone. It sends negative energy back to its source. I did include some clear quartz in there to bring in positive energy and also to convert negative energy into positive energy. Hi, Living Soul Journey. Thank you so much. You said you look beautiful, sis. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, it is a nice stone. So I put black tourmaline, I put clear quartz, I put some bee pollen in here. You guys, bee pollen is really good for attracting friendship. It's good for attracting love, which is another thing that my client was wanting. She's wanting to attract a good kind of a healthy love, a healthy relationship. These are the kind of things, and relationship meaning finding a companion, a partner, but also attracting good friendships, people who are going to be sincere friends and not just people who are looking to backstab. Bee pollen is also very protective. Bee pollen is something that if you are wanting to use something in place of honey, like a solid form, I would recommend to use bee pollen. Bee pollen has the same, it has the same properties of honey, but it's a little bit different. It deals more with strength and protection, and it does bring attraction, but it also fights stress. It assists you in fighting stress, so it is calming. It's soothing, and it also brings in happiness, and it increases energy. So when you're looking for something like that and you don't want to use a liquid form, like honey is a liquid, it's a liquid. So if you wanted something that had that same energy but was more of a solid form, like if you're wanting to put it into mojo bags and things like that, I have some pollen right here. I'll show it to you. Okay. See, this is what bee pollen looks like. So it's in granule form. It is a solid. It's not sticky. It smells. It smells floral. Floral and kind of weedy, like not weedy, but wheaty. Not weedy, not the kind of I like, but wheaty, like grassy. It smells like. So it's also really good for dealing with depression, for overcoming depression, for moving past depression. um so bee pollen is very, I mean, I love working with it. You can use it in mojo bags. You can grind it up and use it in a incense. uh, you can add it to your, like if you're working with rose quartz and things like that, if you're wanting to draw in love, attraction, if you're wanting more of a spontaneous sex life, things like that, you can add bee pollen to your rose quartz and carry it around in a mojo bag, or put it above your bed to bring in that type of energy into the environment you're wanting to bring it into. So however you want to, all these things that we work with, you guys, their energies are for us to manipulate in whatever way we are wanting to manifest what it is that we're wanting. So you can take something such as bee pollen, that it has, attraction for love, and it helps you to overcome depression, and also it'll spice up your sex life, all these great things. But anything that you use something for to assist and to make something better, know that that same item has the power to make all those things bad. So let's see, for example, say somebody is causing you a lot of grief. Somebody is like being very malicious towards you or your family or your children, and they're being very hurtful and damaging. You could easily take bee pollen, and all those great things that it does, you can turn that around and use it to counter react all the good things, and make their life pretty much. And again, everything has to be justified. I'm not saying go ahead and take bee pollen and curse everybody, because the thing is that the universe does not work that way. Things have to be justified. You have to have a reason, and it has to be a good reason, not just for your own personal gain, but for the better of all, like not just yourself, but for the highest good of everybody. And in those cases, yeah, you can use bee pollen in the opposite way to counter react whatever it is that it does good. You can make those things go bad very easily. So know that. Then I also put some Rose of Jericho in here. Rose of Jericho is that plant, that resurrection plant, the one that opens up. I like to keep little pieces of the Rose of Jericho that breaks off. We have a whole jar in the shop of broken Rose of Jericho, because you can literally use those broken pieces in whatever way you want, and it attracts prosperity. Rose of Jericho carries a fairy spirit in it. So anything, if you work with the Fae at all, anything that you would work with the Fae for, you could use Rose of Jericho to assist you in manifesting anything like that. If you're wanting happiness, if you're wanting joy, if you're wanting love, if you're wanting to get more in touch with your inner child, things like that, you can use Rose of Jericho for those things. Also for protection, Rose of Jericho is very great for protection. So Rose of Jericho is in here. Then I put some of my money rice, where you can see some of that green poking out. So my money rice is also in here to attract better finances, stability, and also to bring in new opportunities. If this person is wanting to look for a new job, or needing to look for a new job, this is going to help them to be able to do that. Oh, hi, sister. Erica just joined us. Oh, thank you so much. You said awesome piece. Thank you. So yeah, so I put my money rice in there. My money rice contains the herb mint. So when you're working with mint, mint is another herb that helps draw in money. It draws in prosperity. It draws in luck. It's also very awakening and energizing. So it will bring you energy and, you know, uplifting. It's very good for uplifting. So I put that in there. I also put some labradorite in here because labradorite is the shielding stone. When you go into a negative environment, and we can't just avoid places like this as much as we would like to, but when you have to go into a negative environment, whether it be your workplace or your in-laws home or your own family's home or just around people that you know are very negative, that there's no changing them, labradorite puts a protective shield around you, almost like your Bubble Boy. If you guys have ever saw the movie Bubble Boy, he's this kid walking around in this big plastic bubble. Well, labradorite does that, but labradorite's bubble is a protective shield, an energy bubble, if you will. This energy bubble keeps negative energy from latching onto you, especially if you're an empath. And you tend to absorb things very easily. Labradorite helps you to shield off those negative energies. Um, then, let's see, I put some pyrite in here. Pyrite is really good for attracting abundance, success. It's also very grounding. So anytime that you're wanting to manifest something, I always recommend that you throw pyrite in there. Whether you're trying to manifest a new love or a new career or anything that you're wanting to manifest, good health, whatever it is that you're wanting to manifest, I always recommend to use pyrite because pyrite is a really good grounding stone. So it helps you to ground those energies and use them in your present life. So I went ahead and added that. Let's see. I know I put some Udiolite in there. Udiolite helps with the heart chakra. So it helps with healing. It helps with moving past certain issues, whether it be an issue of your own or an issue from outside sources or something that has caused like a certain situation in life that has caused you a type of issue that you hold still in your heart, emotional issues. So it helps you to release negative emotional issues and to grow, to be able to attract good emotions and healthy emotions even within yourself and from other people around you, because it's like I always tell you guys, you are a reflection of the person standing in front of you. So if you're wanting to receive something from somebody else, you have to give it to yourself first. Otherwise, how are you going to want something from somebody that you're not giving to yourself? How do you make yourself worthy of receiving that thing that you're wanting or you're expecting from an outer source when you're not even worthy enough of giving it to you? So Udiolite helps you with that. Then I went ahead and I added some, like, you see these coins. Normally these frogs, you guys, you have, I know you guys have seen these frogs before. Everybody has seen these frogs before. So normally they're all painted gold, and they have a coin in their mouth, which you can see right here, that little coin in there. So usually when you have these frogs, you would face them at your door to bring in luck and prosperity and money and abundance and open doors to new opportunities and things like that. So these, however, these are little. I'm able to go ahead and put whatever herbs, whatever, and right here, look at, you see that coin right there on the back? So I do have the coins, you know, these what are they? I don't know if they're called chi coins. I forgot what they're called, but they're these coins that you would use to attract, you know, all the good things in life. And I went ahead and encased this one right here. So this one is going to be against the skin of the person wearing it. And this is an energy that could be worn at any time. And so I really like the shape of this talisman because it represents so many things. Not only for yeah, Ching coins. Okay, thank you, sis. So not only for like the money and the financial gain, but pretty much anything that it is that you're wanting to draw into yourself. You know, this person's wanting love, and they're wanting healing, and they're wanting strength, and they're wanting protection, and good energy, and open doors to new opportunities, and financial success, and all these things. So when somebody gives me a full list of things that they're wanting in their talisman, I go with that list, but the ingredients are chosen based off of what I'm called to use. So, you know, I had also put in here jobs tiers. Jobs tiers. I'm gonna go ahead and read from this book right here because I use this book a lot at home. So jobs tiers are purely seeds of an Asiatic grass. Their name refers to Job in the Bible, who was sorely afflicted but never lost his faith. So jobs tiers assist you in never losing your faith. And a lot of times people can end up in a place where they lose faith within themselves, within the people around them, just within certain situations. They lose faith in thinking that there's better out there, and then they just stay stuck in what works instead of what is better for them, what they're deserving of. So Job's tears helps you to not lose your faith, and it also says Job was rewarded by God for his patience. So it also assists in patience, being patient with yourself, being patient with other people, being patient with your coworkers, being patient with your children, being patient with your spouse or with your lover or your friends. Just being patient. Patience is a really good, it's a good tool for us to use, and it's something that's needed, especially when the tables are turned and we're wanting people to be patient with us. We have to be patient with other people too. Let's see. And many people believe that with faith, they too will get over, and that Job's tears have the power to help them. So that's it. I mean, I was really called to use Job's tears for this certain talisman because I know that this person has gotten to a place within herself that she has started to lose faith, and I want her to know that there is never a situation that there you can always have a better outcome than the situation that you're in. And sometimes it's hard to see that, and sometimes it's hard to keep that in mind. But that's part of the trick. Part of the trick and part of what keeps you in a bad situation is thinking that there's no way out. So you just get comfortable in the bad situation instead of trying to fight your way out of it and risk feeling lost for a little bit, only for the moment, because we don't stay lost. Matter of fact, when you lose yourself a little bit, you end up finding yourself, but finding yourself in a better, newer, more powerful way. So, never be afraid to try new things and never lose faith. So that is this talisman. And I wire wrapped it with brass wire. I made the bezel very pretty. And that's the back. I'm sorry you guys aren't really seeing it too well in the... trying to do that thing that they do in makeup tutorials. See, and it's like, it's 3D, so it's not a flat piece. And this is on adjustable cord. A lot of people ask me, I show in like a lot of my videos, but for some reason people still ask me how to adjust the cords. So when you want to make this tighter, you'll go ahead, put it on your neck, grab these 2 knots, and pull them apart. See? It makes it tighter. Then when you want to make it longer, you would pull the 2 strings and pull those apart. And at first, when you first get your piece, it will be a little bit, the cord will be a little bit hard to maneuver just because it's so fresh. But after working it a little bit, and you can take a shower with these, you never have to take this off. I recommend with the talismans that you never take them off. You always want to wear them. They're not pieces of jewelry to wear when you're matching. If you're wearing green or if you're wearing copper or brass or brown or whatever color. And I did put some pink hearts in here too, so you'll see some pink hearts in there to attract some love. Different colors. I like to use glitter. Different colors of glitter because I work with color magic a lot. So if I'm wanting to attract love, you'll see some reds and some pinks. Money will usually be gold or green. Health will be blue, always blue for health, all the time. I always use blue for health. And yellow I use for happiness. Orange would be for confidence. And black would be for protection. Brown would be for grounding. Brown for me is also good to use in court cases. So that is how I use color magic with my talismans. Again, like I said, these are never to take off. They're not for you to borrow out to other people. If they're like, oh, I really need some protection or I really need some luck, girl, hit Nina up because she can make you something because this is mine. That's what you need to say. Don't borrow it out. Don't let your daughter or your mom, even though you guys are all close and you're all family, don't borrow your talismans out, especially when it's something so personal. Let's see, treat them with respect. Don't just leave them, on your bathroom sink when you get in the shower. Again, these do not have to be taken off. You can wear them in the shower. You can wear them when you go swimming. You never have to take this off. The only time you would take it off is if you're done working with it. It's already brought you everything that you've needed. Then you can go ahead and lay it to rest if you'd like. You can go ahead and bury it in the yard. You can, whatever it is that you want to do, or you could hand it down. But when you hand it down, make sure you cleanse it and make sure that the person that you're giving it to has the same situations that you had going on in your life, because sometimes people do feel called to give things, to give pieces to other people. I completely understand that because I've done it myself. But when you're working with a talisman, these have been created for you, and they're not to be passed around and just borrowed to other people. You can take them off if you want to charge them in a full moon. You can take them off and charge them. You can cleanse them. All of my talismans have selenite. So selenite, technically, you would never have to cleanse this. You would never have to charge it because the selenite is constantly working to keep it cleansed and keep it charged. It works with all the stones. It works with the metals. There is copper in here. Copper is a really good conductive metal. It amplifies energies. So technically you never need to take it off because selenite is in here, it's cleansed, it's charged. You would keep it on all the time. And don't let other people touch them. I know that everybody thinks that certain things are pretty. I even get it too where people, try to reach for stuff that I have. Even though it's so close to my boobs, you would think that people would not be like, but they do. So just be like, oh, just back up a little bit and be like, oh, sorry. These are not to touch. And you can be nice about it because not everybody knows. Not everybody's keeping up with the magic, with the energies, things like that, metaphysics, new age, if you want to call it new age, whatever. So that is this piece, and I'll go ahead and move on because I feel like I've been on here for 23 minutes talking about one talisman. So I'm moving on. If you guys have any questions, let me see if you have any questions first. Let's see. Oh, Red says, love yourself first. Yes, sister. Yes. Oh, Lily said I could use a little weedy today. She also said that's beautiful. Love frogs, toads, etc., etc. Glad to see them coming back around. Yes. Let's see. Where am I? Oh, Trini joined us. Hi, Trini. Hello, sister. I'm glad that you joined us because wait until you see my next item. You're gonna go crazy. Let's see, Maria. Hi, Maria. She said that exact piece that you are talking about, the frog. How could I order one talisman necklace? I need the exact same. Okay, Maria. I'm gonna after this video, I'm gonna say my phone number. So make sure you have like a paper and a pen, and then just write my phone number down, and then you can go ahead and text me and let me know, and then we can go ahead and go from there. And then I have this is a mold that I have created, so I have the mold for this piece. You're not gonna find another person making these pieces because I actually molded this with my own hands. So yeah, so if you're wanting this frog, if you're wanting again, I can encase anything that you're wanting to encase, even if you wanted to send some of your own hair or anything like that. If you're wanting anything in here, I can do that too. So that's another thing that I work with. I work with a lot of different anything that you're wanting to encase, anything that's not liquid. I can encase liquids too, but there's a different process to it. But yeah, go ahead. After this video, at the end of this video, I will go ahead and put my phone number. Then you can go ahead and text me, and then we can go forward from there. Oh, Erica says, I feel naked without mine, LOL. I'm telling you, when I never take these pieces off, and I wake up in the morning and I'm like strangling myself, but I never take these pieces off because, especially this one right here, I can't take this off. When I take certain pieces off, I almost feel like I'm getting attacked by negative forces. I don't know how to explain it, but this is like my armor. This is my protection. And then when I take it off, I feel vulnerable. I feel like exactly how Erica said, I feel naked. It's the same feeling. So you will know the difference after wearing pieces for so long that are helping you. When you take that piece off, you will feel you won't feel the same. You'll feel vulnerable. You'll feel almost like you're just out in a like a dark world for anything to attach itself to you is how you feel. It's like energy germs. Let's see what else. Oh, Trini says, I already know. I text you about what's coming up next as well. LOL. Okay, good. All right. So, yeah, I seen your text, Trini. So I'm glad you're tuning in because I wanted you to see this piece. This is a custom order right here. I have created her. I know I have said it many times. I don't want to do custom dolls, but I figure if you're willing to wait, and I mean, the dolls have been very, I've been getting commissioned to make voodoo dolls a lot. So when I'm making one voodoo doll and I have all of the items out already, it's easy for me to create more at one time. So I will take custom order voodoo dolls or custom orders for voodoo dolls. And if you're a first-time person who's just now placing your order with me, I am gonna ask that you put down a deposit for me to go ahead and make the doll, especially if it's a material that I do not have on hand. There was the client that had ordered this doll actually did put she put deposit down. She put a deposit down, so I was able to get the fabric and everything like that. And also know that when I give you a price, it's an estimate. It does not mean that that is gonna be the price by the time I'm done, because I give you an estimate based off of dolls that I have made that are either the same size or the same colors or the same deity, but the price might change depending on things that I use. If I use sequins, if I use lace, if I use coins, if I use different crystals inside the body, if I stuff them with herbs, the price is going to be different, because the more work I put in, the more cost it's going to be. So, a lot of my clients already know that, but this is for any new clients that have not purchased anything from me or have not made an order. Be prepared that when I give you a price on a custom piece, it is an estimate. It could be a little bit more than what I said. It could be a little bit less than what I said. But know that it's an estimate. So I will go ahead and show you. This is the La Madama. This is the one that I have created. This is a custom order right here. Um, and I did make her stand as well. The stand is detachable. You can pull the stand out. Um, let's see. So her dress is, I made her dress with red material. La Madamas usually come in red, they come in blue, and they come in yellow. I have not seen them with other colors, but again, these are custom dolls. So if you wanted her to have pink, I could do her in pink. If you want her to have purple, I could do her in purple. Whatever it is that you're wanting, that's the beauty in getting custom products, is that you can be as creative and spontaneous as you would like to be. And I'm the creator. I go ahead and make it happen. You give me the idea, I make it happen. Idea, I make it happen. So this is La Madama. Her pins are right here. I was given the freedom of creativity, which I love when people are like, you know, I really want her to have a headdress. I want her to have an apron. I want her to have a besom. I want her to be red. Everything else is up to you. I mean, it doesn't really give me a whole lot, but when somebody's like, oh, just make whatever you feel called to make me, then I have a little bit more space for creativity. But I still, even with her, with the requests and everything like that, I used this. This is actually a branch that I had found outside. So it was a huge branch, but I seen the branch and I saw that this is what I wanted for the handle of the broom. So I went ahead and cut this part off. I use this part. The broom is, everything is handmade on here. So there's nothing that I bought that was already made and I just, you know, put it on there. The broom is all handmade. This is, I think it's called rainbow grass. I think it's rainbow grass. Some kind of grass. I want to say it's rainbow. Then I went ahead and this is a vintage fabric right here. I don't have a whole lot of this fabric left, but this is a vintage fabric that I went ahead and used for her apron. And this is also vintage fabric. And here's the back of her. And she is stuffed. Like normally the voodoo dolls that I make, unless they're requested to be kind of thick. I don't like to say, I mean, chubby or thicker or voluptuous. We'll say voluptuous. I like that word, voluptuous. More voluptuous. I went ahead and I stuffed her. She has this was, let's see, I don't want to give too much information out because the client's information is personal, but this is going to be given as a gift to a mother. And she's more let's see, she's a mother who's needing to connect with this energy because she's needing healing, she's needing strength, she's needing protection, especially protection. So I went ahead and I put, she has a, right here, this is a big rose that I dried out. I have a bunch of like herbs at home that I dry out myself. So in here, there's a rose. I did dress her with lots of oil on the inside. Her whole torso, her whole body is made out of, I constructed out of dried rose stems. So she has the power of love and protection. So that's all within her. Then right in here in this section, she has a cinnamon stick for power, protection, for drawing in money, for anything that it is that you feel that cinnamon assists with. That's that energy right in here. What I used it for is, you know, the purpose of me using it. But again, if you work with a certain herb or a certain crystal and you want that energy in here, you just have to let me know, or you let me know what energies you're wanting, and I can go ahead and pick out stones or herbs, and I stuff the body with it. So she's very stuffed. Like her body's actually pretty hard. Then I went and put some sage in here for cleansing, for protection. She has some stuff in here for unhexing, for removing curses, for protecting from witchcraft. If there's anybody around her that is going to try to, do some type of witchcraft or evil eye at her or anything like that, she is a protector. She's a protective spirit, and she is going to be put at an altar in somebody's home. I know she's going to be treasured. So I was very happy about that. Then on every doll comes with tags. So right here it just says Voodoo Doll by Nina Soul. And then on the back, it'll have the 7 pin colors, and right here is the 7 pins. So it has what each color represents. So if you're wanting to work with for success, you would use the yellow. Yellow is for success, or if you're wanting to attract happiness, yellow would be the color that you would want to use. Black, of course, is for repelling and removing. And anything that, the way that these dolls work, anything that you're wanting, for example, you're wanting to repel negative thoughts. Write it on a piece of paper. You could use a piece of brown paper from like a grocery bag or a lunch bag, anything like that, or you could use parchment paper. You would write your intention, removal of negative thoughts, and then maybe list the negative thoughts that you don't want to think about anymore. Take that black pin it to the head. Anything that you do to this doll, these dolls are not for bad things. These dolls are not to, you don't poke them in the heart and then you kill somebody. It doesn't work like that. The movies like to make it seem like that because the movies like to scare you. They're for entertainment. But in real life voodoo, you do not use these dolls to cause evil or to cause damage to somebody, unless it's justified. If somebody hurt your kids, but you wouldn't use these dolls for that. There's different dolls for that. But these are mainly for bringing in good things. These are a representation of yourself. They're a representation of your deities or the spirits that you work with. And you would put your petitions on them after that petition manifests itself, when you no longer have negative thoughts, or that thought completely just washed off of your mind. You would go ahead, unpin it, and this could take days, it could take weeks, it could take months, it could take years. But once that happens, I don't think it takes years, but if it did, once that happens, you remove it, you take the little piece of paper, you burn it, and then you let the ashes go out to the universe. And you thank the universe, and you thank your spirits for helping you and assisting you. And you would give them offerings. If you check out, I don't know if I have it on here, or it might be on my Nina Soul channel, but I actually go through, I have a whole video on how to consecrate your dolls and how to take care of them, because these are a responsibility. These are not just to keep them on your altar and completely forget about them. They need attention just like people do. So if you are interested in knowing how you work with these dolls before you want to go ahead and have me make one for you, I recommend that you watch the video. I want to say it's on my personal channel. You can check it out on my Nina Soul channel. It's Nina Soul on YouTube. You can check me out on there. I want to say it's in there. If not, it's here on the Spiritual Vibes and Soul Sisters channel, but I think it's on my personal one. And that's it, you guys. So those are the 2 items that I wanted to show you guys today. I hope you guys enjoyed. I know I did. So if you guys are wanting to place any orders with me, if you have any questions, or if you need my help in any way, you guys can feel free to contact me. My phone number is 773-704-7076. Again, it is 773-704-7076. And you guys can text me if you don't want to, verbally talk, or you guys can call me, and I can, when you call me, you get quicker, you get a quicker response, because texting, I'm going to be honest, you guys, when I'm busy here at the shop or when I'm getting orders done, I don't really pay too close attention to messages. So if it's something that you're needing quick, or you're needing, help quickly, it even says it on our Facebook. If you message us on Facebook and it's something that's urgent and you need to talk to somebody like right now, it says to call us. So you guys can find us on Facebook. We are Spiritual Vibes and the Soul Sisters Inc. You can find us on there. It's going to be our logo with the eye, and that's it. Check and see if you guys have any questions. Um, let's see. Oh, Living Soul Journey says, I'm learning a lot from you today. Thank you. Oh, you're so welcome. You are so welcome. And I really appreciate you guys joining me and tuning in. So, Erica says, mine also seem to tangle themselves up on days that I feel they've been working extra hard for me. Yes, that's the other thing too, is that they will do that. They'll tangle themselves up. I get that pretty much every morning because, like I said, I sleep with all my jewelry on, which, I mean, I guess it could be kind of dangerous, but when I take off my talismans, it's like Erica said, you feel naked. Not in a good way. It's like a vulnerable, scary type of energy kind of way. I don't know how to explain it. If you guys wear talismans, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Let's see. Oh, Trini says, "Wow, she's beautiful." Thank you so much, Trini. I knew you would. I knew you would think so. Erica says, "Oh, gorgeous, Nina." Thank you so much, Erica. Living Soul Journey says, "Lovely doll." Thank you so much, you guys. So that is it. I think I have showed you everything. I do have another couple of videos that I'm going to be working on. Like I said, I had so many orders, and I still have orders, more orders coming in. So I'm getting these out of the way. These are gonna be going out, shipping out. Then I have a couple more pieces that I wanted to show you guys. That is gonna be for another video because this one is like, we're going on 40 minutes already. And that's it. If you guys would like to talk to me about a custom order, whether it be a talisman, a voodoo doll, whatever it is that you're needing, whatever you're wanting, I'm a witch. I do it all. I am also a creator. I can make anything, pretty much. And yeah. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. Thank you for your love and support. Blessings to you, my sister Melly. And yeah, I will see you guys at the next video. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for watching. And I will see y'all later. Blessed be.